And we are live. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? My name is Suge, and this is the Steel Conspiracy Podcast. We're going to be talking Steelers. We're going to be talking Ravens. We're going to be talking some Panthers. Tim Anderson versus Jose Ramirez. And we will be guessing every 32 team, all 32 teams of the NFL record. So stay tuned. Hope you're excited. Let's get it going.
Your beats are so fire.
I feel we can beat the Browns. We can compete with Baltimore if they have Lamar. And we're right there with them.
That young man put his life on the line for you, for your entertainment.
We were talking all before the game. You know, everyone was like, "Nah, Ravens don't have a shot," and they're right there. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Steel Conspiracy. I am your host, Suge Knight 323. That is late night Suge Knight. And of course, with me is the greatest of all time, Mr. Hendo, and the second greatest of all time, Mr. Brodney. What's going on, you guys?
Just listening to the thievery.
The thievery.
And we are live.
You
know who else says that?
Who says that?
Jose.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I mean, he kind of steals from me because I start on Tuesday. He usually takes my topics, and Wednesday. Eventually, like there'll be a pop-up of their social media on his screen very soon. So I'm just saying. Hey, but what is this? Copycatting or is a great
imitation?
Form of,
imitation is a serious form of flattery.
Yeah. See, so it's okay. It's all good. I don't mind it. I don't look at it. I'm not gonna go and try to get someone canceled because they're stealing my content.
That's because it's not a thing.
Hey, you keep stealing my thumbnails and my descriptions.
What?
and yet here I am.
But not hundreds of thousands of subscribers.
I know.
Oh, look at I would do want to say this. If you missed it earlier, Hendo and Mr. Galloway were doing a show today, and it was amazing to talk about. You called it what is it? It's you guys were talking about gangster rap, but you were saying lifestyle rap. Was it?
Reality rap. I call it
reality rap. Thank you, reality rap. And that really hit close to home with me because how you were talking about it and everything like that, and why I fell in love with rap. So make sure to go check that out. It'll definitely be in the description, and also Hendo will bring it up before we get out of here. It was a really, really good conversation. I really had a lot. Really had what you were saying, Hendo. Took some good points from it, and it was a good conversation. I actually really enjoyed it. So shout out to you, man. That was a really, really good show episode you guys did. And telling me something I didn't know, that hip hop's birthday is coming up. I didn't catch the date, but it's Friday. Oh, okay,
the 11th.
So that was dope to learn from Mr. Galloway, and you learned a lot of dope stuff. And he's real passionate about hip hop. So make sure to check him out and make sure to see his live shows that he does with Hendo and other people, because he does a really good job. He puts a lot of work in, and it's really really informative and really fun to listen to. Sometimes their lists are a little off. Nobody can be perfect. Tupac at 12.
We didn't. Y'all voted. I'm sorry, they voted that list.
Yeah. It wasn't
No, you voted Tupac pretty low. I saw your list. That was you.
Yes.
You had a bunch of
Rodney
brought him back.
Beanie Rodney is back. Look, y'all were talking about that on Coach's show. when I saw that picture, which I'm not going to bring it up because I don't want Brian to get mad at me. When I saw that picture,
Yes,
I was
you
like,
do. That's
"Who
all
is
you
that?"
want.
Oh no, I have it. I have it saved.
That's all you've ever
zoomed
wanted.
in. Yeah, it's zoomed in, but I'm not going to bring it up. But
Listen,
I was like, "Who is that?"
listen.
So I told Chris, I go, "Who is this?" And she's like, "That's Brodney." I was like, "That's not Brodney." And I'm looking. I'm like, "No," because I had saw him the other day, and he turned, and his hair was long. I was like, "That's not him." And then eventually I got confirmation that was him, and I was like, "Oh my god!" And you're right.
Yeah.
The glasses change everything. The
Oh,
glasses just change
Yeah.
everything.
it changed nothing.
Because Jay saw the video today and was like, "Why Brodney not in the video?" I was like, "I panned right in front of Brodney. What are you talking about?" He was like, "I didn't see him."
I
He's
hate
not
all
there.
of you. I hate all of y'all.
You don't.
Ronnie's like John
I do.
Cena.
You can't see me.
I wish. I wish I was like that right now. I told you the people of Japan need me. Yeah, you won't even start the show, so I can get back to it.
Facts.
I mean, apparently they don't need you because you said you
Down
were
there.
having trouble.
well, I have Thor to go beat up. So
Down there introducing Errol Spence before me, calling him the greatest. That's not how that went.
Are you Bud Crawford and he's Errol
That's right.
Spence?
Yes.
Wow. I can't play the clips because I got a copyright strike
Yeah.
from Showtime. they hit me.
Yeah, they got
But
us.
I can't. They got them
Chopper
are
screw it.
on us. They are on us. All right, let's get into it because I want to get into
Him
this.
and full of people.
He really isn't. Let's get into it because I want to get into this list. I'm really excited about this. List.
What?
Yeah, I am. I'm excited about this list
Excited
because I
about
want to.
Steelers camp news.
Oh, that too.
Why?
is this
Because
a Steelers show?
It is a Steelers show. Don't start, Endo.
Oh, I'm
Do
sorry.
not start.
Look. No, but seriously though. But for real.
Don't
You
start.
see how you see Hendo's logo that he's got there, and how he finally he did the checkerboard thing so that everybody can actually see it instead of just putting it one big logo right behind him, and then he sits right in front of it. It's a fire logo, right? But look at how perfectly it blends in with the Suge Knight 323 under it.
I hate both of you. I
Facts.
hate both of you.
You
My
gotta-
logo.
you got to-
When
you
I
gotta
get some money,
coordinate.
when I get some money, my logo's getting changed colors now.
Oh, so you telling me you can't? You telling me you can't do your own temporary logo? Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Made.
Oh.
Man, listen, get on Starry AI and just describe the logos you want. It'll pop one out for you.
Yeah.
No, I just go to Fiverr. Help those poor people out.
They
help.
They just go to Starry AI. You are one of the poor people. We all are.
Right.
We need to help ourselves. Sure.
Thanks, Ronnie. Appreciate it.
I said we all are.
That's right, P.
Not you. Apparently, you got a new PlayStation. So
you have a new PlayStation.
Facts.
Ronnie looks better with glasses and no beanie, in my opinion. Should do it more. Exactly.
God damn, Jay.
What up, Jeremy Miller?
What you trying to say about right now?
What's up,
I predict the Panthers will finish with a better record than the Steelers. Not
Facts.
That's all facts.
Facts.
You guys are
Two great franchises.
Yeah, by the Starry AI, that's the one that I haven't tried it for a logo. I've done it to create a few like character sketches, and it works really well. If you go on there, if you download it, you can go on there every morning because you have to use credits to generate art. You can go on there every morning and get 5 free credits, and so you don't have to actually like subscribe to it. But yeah, Starry AI.
You can do it on Canvas.
So
as well.
why don't you subscribe to it?
Well, okay, because as I referenced earlier, I am also one of the poors, and I don't want to spend more money when I could just wake up and get 5 free credits every day. I don't need that much art, Suge.
You never know.
I do know. I live my life. I know how much art I need.
You never know. What happens if it just comes up random? All right, let's get into it. Steelers camp. Couple things coming out of Steelers camp right now. Pickens, and I know I always mess with Endo, but George Pickens has really been the star of training camp for the Steelers. Couple of videos have come out with Joey Porter, catches over Jody Porter, catches over Patrick Peterson.
Jay is straight up asshole.
Ooh, he is just going after you today for no reason.
He got a couple of ladies in his Twitch chat. He getting all confident now.
Woo! He always has the ladies though. That's just Jay.
Dirty laundry.
But Pickens has definitely been. What did you say?
Huh?
What?
I said airing that dirty laundry. I didn't say anything, sir. I wasn't the one up there,
No, he hasn't just been lighting up 40-year-old Pat P. He's been lighting up, every corner that's been on him.
20-year-old Joey Porter.
Well, no, he's every corner that's been on him.
Those are the only corners you have.
They can't.
No, I mean we got more. We signed a corner from Detroit. Stop. We got corners.
The
Wait a minute.
Lions.
I thought y'all were playing Pat Pete at
they're moving him around. There's some
they said we made a big deal about this. We got to make this work somehow.
No, he's just been playing different spots. Minka was out for personal reasons for the last week or so. And he just came back.
And that has to do what with him playing corner?
Well, no, Pappy playing safety and stuff like that. They were having
play
him
safety regardless.
I don't know why Hendo's laughing like he didn't have a fullback trying out of left guard yesterday.
Yeah. and your offensive line is like not doing well. So, but
those that live in glass houses, Suge.
Hey,
that's you, Hendo. That's the point I was making.
Those who live in glass houses.
Anyway,
offensive lines.
Pickens has been playing, doing well in training camp. I look forward to him this Friday, the first preseason game, seeing how he does. I'll go along with that. Pickens' accuracy, which was one of the big issues that a lot of scouts have talked about with him, has looked very well in his beginning. He always got to say something. He's always just got to say something. He can't never let me finish. Bruh, he can never let me finish. Yeah. You don't want me to say what I was about to say.
Please.
Anyway,
I was really clearing my throat.
No.
But since you want to go there, listen. If I'm going to George Pickens,
y'all don't need me for any of this, right?
Yeah, we do.
Nah,
well, you could have been throwing to George Pickens had the Ravens actually used their head and got a wide receiver. But instead, y'all did
Zay Flowers.
Really?
And what? Unguardable. Best wide receiver that James Jones has seen in a long time. That's one on the Ravens. Now what? We don't need George Pickens. We got a David Ojabo.
But both Pickens and Pickett have been looking great in camp. Hendo, let's start off with you because you love to talk about Pickens. Have you been keeping track of him, or I know you're so excited about the Ravens and Zay Flowers and OBJ and James Prochet. We had a James Prochet sighting. He was hugging kids.
James Prochet went up and skied the ball and tiptoed into. Yes, James Prochet is the dude. But yes, I've seen George Pickens and he's looked amazing. He's going to be a problem if Kenny Pickett decides to trust him and actually get him the ball, whether he's covered or not. Because as you can see in that clip of with Joey Porter, you can't guard that guy.
He's going to be a problem for y'all regardless because Pittsburgh just going to sacrifice Deontay Johnson to Marlon Humphrey, and Pickens going to just destroy whoever you got on the other side.
What difference does that make? George Pickens was destroying Marlon Humphreys. It's just Pickett.
I was trying to give Marlon some credit.
Marlon had an outstanding year, but he couldn't contain Pickens.
That's okay. I'm willing to bet Jalen Armour Davis or Rocky Sin will do even worse.
Let me ask you a question, Brandon. When you hear a wide receiver come out and say, "I'm the," now granted, we know numbers right now. His numbers are okay. He didn't really have a great rookie season. But you see the flashes when he comes out and says I'm the best wide receiver and he's confident. Yeah, he's just making random noises over there. What are you playing with, Bronny?
A coin.
Place it.
It's not a coin. Let me put it back together and I'll show you. Ask your question. Go ahead and finish.
When you hear a wide receiver talk like that, is it concerning or are you excited? We kind of saw that with Antonio Brown in Pittsburgh. Is it concerning or exciting?
Not concerned. I mean, you got to be really confident to play that position, but I don't really care what he says either. He's obviously not the best. Maybe the best in Pittsburgh. He's not the best in his division, let alone the league. So it doesn't really mean a whole lot. But it's nice that he believes in himself.
Okay. And what
That's
if he
cool.
comes out and produces like he's the best? That's a different
He
story.
won't. I mean, he won't because the best has produced at like an average of 1,600 yards for 3 straight seasons. So he can't get on that level in a year.
Well, true, but he can surpass it eventually. Hopefully,
I mean, probably not, but
There's
but
no
anything's
confidence.
possible. Anything's possible, except if Kenny Pickett's your quarterback and Matt Canada's your offensive coordinator.
Disrespectful.
And you want to be a power run team with Najee Harris, even though he gets you like 3.9 yards a carry.
Well, that's kind of, they've been doing a lot of the 7-on-7 in the goal line, and they've actually been throwing the ball a lot. From videos I've been watching, camp news, things like that. After practices, they actually been throwing the ball a lot lately. That ties into Kendrick Green, who was an offensive line, who's now many people thought he wasn't going to make the roster, but now he's been put at like tight end, fullback, because our fullback retired. Rookie fullback just said, "Nope, I'm good." Retired. So they've been putting Kendrick Green at the fullback position and tight end. And he actually in the last couple of days and actually been doing pretty well. So we'll see where that goes. As far as struggles for the Steelers, Dan Moore Jr., who was a starter last year, has been really struggling. It looks like Broderick Jones is going to take his position and be the starter, even though that wasn't the plan supposedly. But they said that Moore's been struggling so much that Jones has looked better on the offensive line, so they're probably going to put him starting. And a very strange one, Darnell Washington. He's a rookie, but I guess they expected a lot from him. Has been just having trouble with false starts. No, actually, he's healthy. He's been really healthy, per se. But it's the mental side of football, false starts, holding, things like that. Do you think that's too much on a rookie, Brodney, or should they kind of say you're the third tight end? You just got to get better as the season comes along.
Getting into Georgia didn't speak to his mental acumen there. Okay, well, I don't think it's anything for Pittsburgh to be worried about. I mean, he's the backup tight end, and he's a rookie. Like he's gonna
the third tight end.
Oh yeah, so I mean, he's not somebody that you're relying on, and they can bring him along as slowly as he needs to come along. Yeah, he's a physical specimen. They want him to be out there and moving people around and all this stuff, and they want him to create mismatches, but that'll come. There's no need for them to rush him out there, especially if we're talking about in the pass game. They have a lot of options in the pass game. So I mean, they can certainly be patient with him, and there's no problem.
Okay. One of your favorites, Endo, Calvin Austin III. He's struggling.
Yeah. Oh no, what?
Yeah.
Not that 130-pounder.
135.
Not the lightweight champion of the world, Calvin Austin III.
Shout out to Kingslayer Network. Appreciate the resub. Appreciate you for resubbing. Hope you're having a great day. Yeah, he struggling with route running and separation. I don't know. He's gonna be. It looks like he's gonna be like a slot receiver. Those jet sweep kind of receivers, or a rollout type of receiver. Do you see this being a problem for him? Because a lot of people expect him to be a big offensive weapon for the Steelers, or is it just same thing with Darnell Washington? Just bring him slow because he did miss last year with the injury.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a problem for me. This is essentially going to be his rookie year, and you have veterans in front of him to learn from. And we've seen a lot of times on training camp, players look bad, and once the season comes in, they turn out to be good. Just vice versa. Like you said, Kenny Pickett and your team is throwing the ball a lot in training camp. It's training camp. The Baltimore Ravens had James Prochet going out with the number ones. Doesn't mean it's going to happen when the season starts. So I'm not worried. He's gonna find his niche, and I think he's gonna be all right. But like I said, they're not counting on him this year to really produce big numbers.
Yeah, good, because he's not going to produce big numbers because he's going to be, fourth or fifth in line at best, fourth or fifth in line for targets.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, this is very early in what is essentially his first training camp. So there's no reason to be worried now. I mean, they haven't even gotten to the preseason to see him out there actually in action. But although you would kind of expect a player with his skill set to excel in the "you can't hit me" portion of the off season, but again, like Hendo said, this is his first time out there. He's probably still getting acclimated. He'll be fine. He's going to be fine.
He will.
For sure. All right, let's move on to the Ravens. Let's move on to the Ravens. Hold up. I need Najee to follow where Washington and Jones blocked for fantasy purposes, for sure. All right, let's move on to the Ravens.
Your man, Jeremy had a question about Hakeem Butler. Hakeem Butler is going to get cut, sir. Like really soon.
If Hakeem Butler, I saw him a little bit in the XFL. I think we brought him on, but he's probably going to get cut. And then as far as
he's not doing well in camp.
Kareem Hunt, I would not want him on the team because we don't really need him.
Good, because he's about to sign with the Saints or the Colts.
Yes. Okay.
Also,
all right. Ravens. Big news today, Mr. Hendo. Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney. Sorry, I apologize. Came and visited the Ravens. Are the Ravens going to sign him? No.
Nothing like a couple of edge rushers getting signed to create a sense of urgency at the castle. Because Justin Houston signed in Carolina, Yannick Ngakoue signed with the Bears, and Baltimore was like, "Oh shit, we better do something."
Hey, this is what we do. This is how we zag. We fake the league out. We say, you know what? You sign all the good players. We'll take the leftovers and watch.
They really do. They always wait until the last available person at a position they need.
Yeah, they do.
So you don't think this would be helpful for the Ravens front line, or
I think it would be helpful. He's not the pass rusher that everybody expected him to be, but he gets pressures. He does decent. He had 9 sacks a couple of years ago, and I really like him for the fact that he can set the edge. I'm not sure they're always really good at setting the edge, so I think he could be a great addition to it. But I think that the Ravens will probably just pass on him and re-sign Jason Pierre-Paul.
I'm contractually obligated, Hendo, to let you know that Odafe Owe is going to bounce back. And he's going to prove you wrong. And I don't appreciate you hating on the young man. He showed a lot of promise in his rookie year.
They got to you.
No, but he got to me. I'm just speaking facts and truths.
You speaking facts? You're not even saying it like you believe it.
I don't know what you mean by that, but I think that Jadeveon Clowney in Baltimore would be a decent signing. I mean, he's not a game wrecking type of player anymore. Like he used to affect the game in a major way, even when he wasn't recording stats. He's not that guy, and he does get hurt a lot. But I think that they do need to add someone to that edge rusher room. But like Hendo, I think they'll probably settle. For all, but Jadeveon Clowney would be nice.
Yeah. You just want players to be healthy. Already some big injuries across the league. Yeah, there's been some big injuries across the league. Clowney doesn't have his AARP card yet, so no.
You might be right.
Your fullback Patrick Ricard has been practicing with the offensive line.
Whoa! Our offensive lineman Patrick Ricard.
Mm-mm.
Oh, sorry,
the tight end.
Yeah. I didn't mean to misspeak.
Defensive tackle.
How are you feeling about that, Hendo?
I hate it. Who the hell's wasted $7 million on a fullback? Who does that? We have 2 fullbacks on our roster.
If he's the starting left guard, that looks like a pretty good deal now, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't like it. Listen, there was no need for a fullback since Kyle Juszczyk left. Like, that's a fullback that can catch passes, run routes. Like, that's how you use a fullback. Pat Ricard is not that guy, and I know a lot of people are high and say that he can block. He doesn't block that well.
Who did Kyle Juszczyk play for?
He plays for the San Francisco.
Who did he play for before that?
The Ravens.
Oh, wow, y'all let him go? That's wild.
So if you know the Ravens, you know what they do. They draft certain players, and the ones that can actually play, they let them go in free agency and replace them with cheaper, better options.
Mm-hmm.
True. Very true.
Oh wow. Okay.
One other bit of news, and then a conversation for the Ravens. Trayvon Mullen is out for the season with injury.
Really? I didn't know that. Really?
That's too bad.
God damn!
I mean, I don't know why you're that angry.
Why are you getting so? Are you messing with me right now? Or?
I honestly didn't know. Actually, so the thing was, he was actually in line. I didn't say he was good, but he was actually in line to possibly start. But either way, any way you put it, now we got to find another CB5.
No, they don't. They're fine.
But no, he really was. They did say he had started off camp pretty well, and he could have been in line to be the second cornerback.
They said that about Jalen Armour Davis too. They just talking, man. It's training camp. They're all bad.
My second.
You got six guys. You got six guys who are in the mix to play left guard. Are they good? No, it's because you're bad. That's why they don't know who their second corner is yet. Because outside of Marlon Humphrey, all the options are bad. They're trying to give them a month and a half to see who's the least bad option. I mean, it sucks that he got hurt. You don't ever want to see players getting injured, but this isn't going to affect Baltimore's season at all.
But like Hendo was saying, they were talking about how he was possibly being the second corner. So maybe they're just talking. I don't know. But
it could have been because he's Lamar's cousin. So you never know.
All right. 2 questions. I have these 2 questions for you, and we'll start off with the running back position. Are the Ravens in trouble when it comes to the running back position? Obviously, we know J.K. has not been there. You have a Melvin Gordon, who's kind of going to be the starter, I guess.
Melvin Gordon's at the back of the depth chart.
You got Gus Edwards, who is serviceable and can produce. But if he goes down, what are the Ravens going to do? And I think, Rodney, we had talked about this last week. You were talking about how really the run game is prevalent on Lamar because when you stick a running back there with Lamar, he's able to produce because of Lamar. But if they have nobody to put back there, what are the Ravens going to do as far as the running game? Start off with you, Mr. Hendo.
The Baltimore Ravens are going to thrive. They're going to thrive. The longer J.K. Dobbins holds out, the better it's going to be. Because we're going to go out there and swoop in and sign Dalvin Cook. And we are going to be That's why we're saving that money. That's why we didn't get Justin Houston. We didn't get any of these pass rushers. We are going to get Dalvin Cook.
Lying to themselves. This is why they call a group of Ravens a conspiracy, mind you. They're not going to sign Dalvin Cook.
Damn.
They're not going to sign Kareem Hunt.
Oh, man.
Y'all going to roll with Justice Hill, Melvin Gordon, and whichever one of them other dudes shows up. And they'll be fine. You're going to be throwing the ball more, and you're just not going to see the reduction in Lamar's carries that everyone's hoping for if J.K. Dobbins doesn't come in and assume that role that he keeps telling everybody should be his and that he's ready for.
That's right. Keaton Mitchell, savior. But no, I mean, listen.
That man's 135 pounds. He's going to die the first time.
Listen, it's going to be J.K. is going to come back. No pun intended. He does not have a leg to stand on. His 1.
I think that was very much intended.
His $1.39 million salary for the season. He needs that money because he has no cause to sit out. He has no real leverage to hold over the team to say, listen, I think that I'm worth an extension. I'm worth this much money because he's been injured, unfortunately. Has he been good when he's been out there? He's been excellent. But you have to show them that you can stay on the field. So he can sit out and get fined and lose the little bit of money that he has so far. He's going to cave in eventually because he's going to need to get that accrued season under his belt so he can get paid for whatever team he goes to.
Lamar is the offense, and if he is out, you pray that you can get in field goal range. That's true.
You're talking about a lot of teams when you say that, though. Yeah. If you lose your starting quarterback, maybe the offense ain't going to be as good.
Well, this goes into my next question. OBJ, what is his expectations for this year? Because the thing about the Ravens is, okay, if JK is not there, like Ronnie said, you could run a running back out there and they'll probably be able to produce because of Lamar. Zay Flowers is an unknown commodity right now. We don't know what he's actually going to be able to do. Mm-hmm. OBJ has been, that's what I've been hearing when watching videos, watching people talk about the Ravens, is OBJ is something Lamar's never had. Well, if he is not the same OBJ that he was for the Rams, or how he talked about the Rams were going to just throw him the ball in the Super Bowl and he was going to go for 250 and all this and all these yards. If he's not that player, what are his expectations, or what should the Ravens do if he's not that guy that they need him to be? Because we like Brownie likes to joke, but James Prochet, Bateman, are you really Bateman has been able to produce when he's been on the field, but he's gotten hurt, things like that.
I never joke about James Prochet. if Odell is not the guy that they're hoping, then they're gonna have to lean on Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers, and Nelson Aguilar. This is the deepest their wide receiver core has ever been, like literally ever in the history of the Baltimore Ravens.
Wait, who?
So they'll be all right. Nelson Aguilar.
And was assisting people down. My man just started throwing babies out the window. We was catching them, unlike Aguilar and his mishaps. I like to put that out there.
Damn, he stole it too.
He was so mad. Like you're outside in the middle of the night saving people's lives and getting interviewed, and you could see how annoyed he was just thinking of a Nelson Aguilar. Why are you thinking of Nelson Aguilar while you're catching people falling from a burning building? Philly fans are I
definitely saw
that. Not that guy. But, Philly fans are some of the worst people in the world. But no, they'll be fine if Odell's not that guy. Good God damn it, Jay.
Jay always got some smart shit to say. Yeah, listen.
What about you, Hendo?
Oh, goddamn.
Listen, you spoke about Zay Flowers being an unknown. I only have one known, and that is Nelson Aguilar. To me, he may not be the greatest receiver, and you laughing. He may not be the greatest receiver, but he's the only known that I have. He's the one he's the one that's most recently had an 800-yard season. We don't know if Bateman can stay healthy. He's had 2 years in the league. He has not been healthy. We don't know what to expect from Odell Beckham Jr. I know that the flock has high expectations. I have high expectations for him as well, but he has not played since February of 2022.
He was dominating.
He was dominating against a secondary that was garbage. Eli Apple.
Secondary that was in the Super Bowl. So
true. The offense got him there. You know this.
Your receivers couldn't beat him.
That's not saying a whole lot, B.
I'm not saying your receivers couldn't beat him. That's all I said.
So, yeah. And, yeah, I expect him to be healthy. I just need him to be healthy. And, what are we going to do if he's not healthy? Pray. Because we could have had DeAndre Hopkins on the other side just in case. And I heard DeAndre Hopkins is
I heard you didn't need him because that would be like having 4 number 1 wide receivers, and that's too much.
Yeah. And also too, you have James Prochet. You're hugging the kids.
The kids didn't want to hug him.
They love James Prochet. I have a question for Bradney on the Ravens.
All right, man. What?
Why it's gotta be like that, man?
What's your question? Or was that your question?
No.
Because your front office does not care about the offense and producing points.
They don't care about winning. But my question to you is, I just want your thoughts on Steelers podcast that mostly focuses on Ravens content and has Ravens videos queued up. I have not seen a Steelers video queued up as of yet.
Well, because you weren't here last week, and I had Steelers clips queued up. And actually, I just put that right now. So anyway,
being spoken.
Anyway.
Well, to answer your question, Hendo, I think it's a fantastic time. And I think that everybody who's in the chat and everybody who's watching the replay or everybody who's watching live should hit that subscribe button because we give great content over here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Great Ravens content.
I hate you.
Yeah, great Steelers content, great Panthers content, great Ancestry content, just all kinds of content.
We give
all right.
But no, we give Ravens content and Steelers shorts.
I hate you. Let's move on to the Ravens. Big news for the Ravens. Justin Houston
to the Panthers.
To the Panthers.
Sorry, Panthers. Justin Houston signed with you guys. How excited are you with that be?
I'm at a solid 6, solid 6.5. They desperately needed some more help at edge rusher, and he's still got some pass rushing juice, but that's what he's a pass rush specialist. He's not a guy that you are really going to expect to have a huge season. He had a great season for Baltimore last year, but the previous season wasn't nearly as good as this past one, right? So, I mean, I think, you don't know exactly what you're going to get out of him, but, he's going to be out there in a limited role doing the thing that he does best, and he is going to be, he's definitely going to help Carolina in that role, which is great because much like Baltimore and Pittsburgh, incidentally, Carolina Panthers are really lacking in the secondary. So they need guys who can get to the quarterback and kind of, hurry things up, get them, out of their comfort zone. Maybe you can get them to make some mistakes. I mean, that's not an issue in Atlanta. That dude does that on his own. It's not an issue in Tampa. Both those guys do that on their own. But Derek Carr, if you leave him alone, will beat you. So they do need to get to and affect Derek Carr.
Why, Hendo? Why is Bronny always taking straight shots at you and me for no reason?
I didn't take any shots. I'm sorry if you can't deal with the fact that that's factually correct. That your secondaries are have some issues.
Garbage. Fact, we don't have a JC Horn, sir. So calm down, sure.
You have Marlon and Humphrey.
Oh, excuse me.
Some other news out of. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just gonna say I'm happy. Like I was excited for them to sign him, and not only is he going to be a pass rush specialist, he's going to teach some of the younger guys.
Jay, God damn it! And you too now, Hendo.
What do you mean?
Jay saying the same garbage too.
So
100
you
plus
telling
stacks underneath him. The vast knowledge is worth it. Talk to me about Odafe Owe and what he learned from Justin Houston. Talk to me.
Listen, you can't teach talent, but you can.
Exactly.
But you can help. He did listen.
So guess what? Gross Matos is still gonna suck.
I like Gross Matos.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I like the name.
Yeah, Gross Matos is it's a pretty nice name.
It
Now he may be able to enhance Brian Burns a bit.
Facts.
But Brian Burns is already one of the better pass rushers in the league. He ain't gonna do nothing for the rest of them clowns.
Damn. I don't like it. I need my cousins. I need the cousin team to step it up and win that weak division.
Division's 1.
I hope so, because people are calling for New Orleans.
Yeah, that's because people only recognize literally one name on any roster in the NFC South, and it's Derek Carr. So, yeah, they're going to pick the Saints. But it's fine. Once the season gets going, they'll see. They'll all see.
I'm excited because the Panthers have an all-star roster as far as coaching goes. Like, y'all got some hitters.
Yeah.
All right, some other news.
Damn, you just don't want to talk about the Panthers? Damn.
No, I'm some other news out of the Panthers camp. Jameer Byrd out with a hamstring injury. Bronny, is that big for the Panthers, or is that nothing?
I like Jameer Byrd a lot. And Jameer Byrd can make plays on occasion. He's not a guy who's going to be in the lineup consistently. But when he's out there, he is capable of making plays, and he does add some depth to the wide receiving core. I mean, he's not out like an extended period, right? They're just saying he's out right now with the hamstring thing.
With the hamstring injury, usually a receiver that's important.
Yeah. But I mean, he'll be okay for the season. And Jameer Byrd, like I said, he's not a starter. He's not putting up huge numbers, but he is a good guy to have on the depth chart, and he can make big plays for you.
And speaking of catching the ball, Miles Sanders has been doing a nice job catching the ball. They said he's looked really good in camp.
That was a nice signing.
How's that making you feel right now? Hearing that?
No, I'm thrilled with Sanders signing. Obviously he's not Christian McCaffrey, but he's a rock solid runner, and despite what some people think, he does have the ability to catch the ball. He had 50 receptions his rookie year in Philly. They kind of went away from that. They brought in another back to do that, but that is in his skill set, and I think you're going to see a return to that this year, and I think he's going to have a huge year for Carolina.
Okay, and Terrence Marshall has also been showing some big. Terrace.
I know that's not even on you. That's a dumbass name.
Right, terrible.
No offense, Terrace. No offense.
Has been showing a very surge in progress. I think I read he didn't really have a great first week, but then has gotten better. How are you feeling about that?
Believe it when I see it.
Hands of Stone.
Believe it when I see it.
Remember that movie, Unnecessary Roughness? Hands of Stone.
That's talking about Ronnie Garvin, but
That was a great movie.
I thought you were talking about Dwight Stone of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I thought you were talking about Roberto Duran. Okay.
No, Terrace has, he has some ability, but he has not been able to actually put it together on the field and live up to his draft position. So grains and grains and grains of salt with that one until he actually proves it in the regular season.
All right. Anything you want to speak on those, Hendo? Anything surprising you from Panthers camp, or are you okay? Or what do you want? Anything you want to talk about? Sorry.
Oh no, I'm good with it. I'm just, I just hope that Bryce Young has an outstanding year. I
Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
I was gonna say I really do like the Panthers. Like I like what they've put together as a team, the mix of veterans and the young guys that they're bringing in. Like I said, they have that all-star coaching cast. So I hope they win the division.
Yeah, they were saying today that Bryce Young did look good. He was connecting, and I think he was like 4 for 4 or something like that. Maybe I read that wrong, mate. But I know he was like was he 4 for 4 or 7 for 7? Something like that.
In the early part, I think he finished 12 for 18, I believe.
Right. He started off 4 for 4 to Hayden Hurst, so he was doing his thing.
Yeah, and he was doing very well. So that
you're gonna be real pissed when Baltimore trades Mark Andrews. I'm gonna laugh at you every single time we're on stream.
Where is this coming from?
The fact that you keep on drafting multiple tight ends every year is where it's coming from.
We're talking about the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of animosity, I know we don't really like talking baseball around here, but
sure don't.
This has done great things for baseball. So
it didn't even look like he connected that way. Like he just hit the off button.
Let me tell you something. I have been watching people talk about this. Watching that in slow-mo, people were like, "Oh, Tim Anderson got him. He missed every shot. Yeah. If you slow it down, he missed every shot."
Yes, he did.
And the hit that Ramirez hit Tim Anderson with, it looked like one of these. It wasn't a punch. It was this, and he went down. I do have the clip, but I'm not gonna upload it. But the radio announcer it sounded like Joe Frazier. It was like down goes. It was great.
Somebody with a custom Cleveland jersey that says "Down Goes Anderson" on the back.
Disrespect. People were talking about he should just quit baseball now because it's how could you come back from that?
People are really big on social media for other people quitting stuff.
Right? It's like, boxer gets beat. Oh, should retire. Just retire. You're 29-0, but retire.
If you thought it couldn't get worse, they said early in the week, one of his teammates slapped him.
Yep.
Yeah, slapped him. So Ramirez heard that. Ramirez heard about that and said, but if you watch the whole play, I don't know why Tim Anderson kind of started it because I guess he was trying to tag.
That's what I was wondering because they said that he was upset about the way Ramirez slid into second base. I didn't, and I was going to ask a baseball fan to kind of explain what the issue was, but then I was like, it's baseball.
Right, you don't really care.
If you watch the video, baseball fan.
If you watch the video, he slides in. Tim Anderson has a problem with it, but Tim Anderson continues to tag him or does something that kind of Ramirez gets up, points him in his face, and Anderson dropped his glove and squared up. Like he squared up. Like you cannot deny that he squared up to fight him, and then missed every shot, and then got laid out.
I would like somebody to answer this one. All those people who ran out there to break up the fight, how did you not break up the fight before that right landed?
Well, they were trying to. If you watch, I didn't get the slow-mo, but the pitcher's grabbing him. When he throws that right, he's being grabbed.
I'm just saying, like, how did you fail? It was a long time.
The best part of this whole fight was the ref. Because the ref was in between them and the umpire. He's in between them, and then he just gets out of the way, and he's like, y'all handle it.
It can appear like I'm trying to stop a fight. But if I don't like my teammate and feel like he deserves to get punched in the mouth, I'm going to give you a half-hearted effort like, no.
You know what's funny about that, Hendo? I've heard that people in that clubhouse may not like him.
Facts.
Yes, it's come out. I think
I heard he
one of
runs his mouth a lot.
Well, the
I
picture,
heard somebody
the picture
slapped
that,
him in it too.
yeah, the pitcher that just got traded to the Dodgers talked about it. That the
Verlander?
clubhouse is there.
No.
No. He's
The other
from
dude.
the White Sox. He just got traded to the Dodgers. I
Yeah.
don't know his name, but he was talking about it. He was saying that there's issues in the clubhouse between people and things like that.
People that run their mouth.
Facts. And Hendo, you know about people running their mouth.
You do it all the time.
Wow. But you wouldn't hit me like that, right? Wow.
No.
Okay.
Well, when you say like that, do you mean because he wouldn't have to swing up, or you mean just like...
No, he has to swing down.
Right.
Look, first of all, I wouldn't hit you. I wouldn't give you one of them. Stop it. Yeah.
You are so rude.
That's how long you hit him. Stop it.
Well, I know it's not in the it was the same fight, but Ronnie, did you get a chance to watch the Nate Diaz Jake Paul fight?
Did not watch the fight. We watched the Serrano fight before it, but you know, it wasn't really a fight with Jake Paul.
That wasn't a fight.
So.
That Jake Paul fight was amazingly unnecessary.
Really was. The fight before that for the Bantamweight Women's Championship,
Mhm.
it wasn't a fight, but it was literally like they told homegirl, "Hey, just don't go down, because she took shots. She didn't really look very technical, but she took shots and she was just getting beat up. Like I didn't know the best defense was blocking with your face, but she did that very well.
Like
She blocked all the shots.
She got messed up.
She did. But then they loved each other. And then the one that wants to challenge her was doing commentary, and homegirl didn't want to talk about it. She was just like, I don't care. I'm celebrating this fight with the girl I just beat up. Like, I'm sorry, you just beat the shit out of me. I'm not about to celebrate with you.
First of all, no, you don't know what's going on because it's like you just got me a payday. Let's go have a beer.
The homegirl was 41 years old, and she got for that fight.
Right. You just got me paid. I can pay my bills now. I ain't mad at you. Like we had a contest. It's over with.
The brawl at the boat was better. Well, I didn't want to talk about that because I'm sure Jose and Brian
Because your people lost.
That. No, my people. My people. Well, my people did lose because the security guard.
Your people got
the security guard got hurt, but we found out that he's not a security guard. He was the captain. I was gonna say step captain, co-captain of the boat. He wasn't actually.
Did you say step captain?
Yeah.
He said that boat divorced the first one.
Yeah.
What up, Dre?
No, he was a co-captain.
Captain-in-law.
Captain-in-law. Shout out to Dre. Make sure to, like I said, check out the live stream he did earlier. It was very, very good. He was the co-captain that took a boat over there. So I'm sure Jose and Brian are going to want to talk about this in OT and get my thoughts because look at how they're already talking to me. Oh, your people lost.
That's very presumptuous. Sir.
I have a question, Shoot.
Really, Bronny? Really? When this happens, I always get the call.
My man said, I want to get my thoughts.
I have a question, Shoot.
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna actually talk about this, or are you gonna be playing Magic?
What are you talking about?
In the overtime show. You know, because normally when we're having discussions, all we see is this.
Well, because you want to know why, Hendo? You want to be such a smartass? I put you guys up here on that one.
But you don't. Oh, so you're not playing. So you're not playing games. So you're not exactly my point.
But we will talk about the brawl in
the brawl for it all.
The brawl for it all. The chair hitting. Homegirl got cracked with that shit.
That was the best.
No, I'm not gonna lie. You know what that made me laugh? You know what made me laugh? You know what made me laugh of all the shit that was happening was homegirl beating up the white chick and then throwing her in the river. Yeah. Just tossing her.
And then the other dude running involuntarily jumping in the river.
He was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Yeah, if she dies, she dies. Or we talk about the hair shot or the boxing. Either one.
Don't start no ish. Won't be no ish.
Luis Gato got traded to the Angels, not the Dodgers. No. There's a White Sox pitcher that just got traded to the Dodgers. Like
it's baseball. Why do we have to go back? Like we moved on.
Yeah.
And he just needed Jerry Law to be there just for the Steel Chips. Exactly.
All right. SummerSlam tonight.
Oh, Dark Side of the Ring. forgot that.
Oh,
came better.
SummerSlam was okay. You might enjoy, you might not. Do you want me to play the SDV music while we do this
Yup.
ranking?
No, it makes me want to go to sleep.
No, it doesn't. It makes you chill.
Right, I go to sleep.
Oh, is that what you do when you get relaxed? You just fall asleep because you're old?
All right, here we go. The rank-
Okay,
The record-
doing something to your mic there.
What happened?
Okay, now you're back.
You're back.
All right, we're gonna do. We're gonna be guessing records for all 32 NFL teams. If you'd like to participate, put in your. We'll go one by teams. Put your prediction, and we'll
In the
kinda-
comments.
In the comments. Thank you, sir. You know I was gonna get there eventually. All right. Which way you guys want to start? We want to start with Washington or Cardinals?
Ooh,
Oh, either way.
Cardinals 0-3.
Thanks.
We'll start with NFL. We'll start with the Arizona Cardinals. Mr. Brandon Buck's team. Rodney, where do you think they should be at?
0-3.
0-3.
Oh, we're just going straight off 0-3.
Yeah,
They're
5
awful.
wins?
they're horrible.
They ain't trying to win no games.
0-3. Woo! Poor Kyler Murray. Just
You
over
may
there
not even
playing
play.
COD.
You may not even play this year.
All right, Atlanta Falcons.
4-7.
Yeah, I would say 4-7.
The Baltimore Ravens.
We're going 12-15.
12-15.
Same for Buffalo.
Facts.
Wow.
No, I think it's 11, but 12 15 is in there. Buffalo.
12-15.
12-15.
Carolina.
8-11.
Yeah, 8-11.
All these. Yeah, so. Yes, that's commercial.
Thank you.
Now, what is wrong with Jay?
No,
He's in the bad mood.
the last
Few
several
days.
weeks.
Like you upset you didn't make it to the meet and greet, man. Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
Probably.
Chicago.
Down there going through the change.
That's a tough.
I'm gonna give Chicago
8-11.
8-11.
Well, we all agree 8-11.
Yep.
The Bengals.
Joe Burrow healthy?
It's Joe Burrow.
That's the thing.
We're going 12-15 for the Bengals as well.
Facts. Yeah.
The Cleveland.
Cleveland Browns.
8-11.
Yeah. 8-11.
Might mess around and win a division.
If you would donate to help a ship condition. Please, I need it.
$1 a month.
Dallas.
The
I would
Dallas
put them
Cowboys.
in,
4-7.
12-15 as well.
12-15.
I said
Yeah.
4-7.
And Hendo says 4-7. So we're gonna go with
You gonna split the difference?
yeah.
Right where I wanted them. Right where I wanted them.
Hating ass
Broncos.
4-7.
4-7. Sean Payton.
Detroit
fixed them.
Lions.
Ooh.
8-11.
8-11.
The
Green Bay.
Hold up. We are winning more than 11, Suge.
Who is?
Okay,
who
well,
is we?
he's
Who
a
is
Cowboy. Jeremy's a Cowboys fan.
Oh,
I got you, Jeremy. That's 12-15 for sure.
with Dak, I keep throwing interceptions in training camp.
And his cornerback is calling him a bitch.
Man,
That's not what happened.
really.
Yeah.
No, I'm Jeremy. I'm not placing. I'm just placing him up there. I'm not actually like sending them in order.
Because they won 12 games with Dak throwing all them interceptions last year. So
I believe
they're
they're going to be on the high side. I think they're going to be 11.
They gotta hope. They gotta hope Tony Pollard stays healthy. They gotta hope
know if I
Zach
can put him
Martin
right
comes
there.
into
I can't.
play.
let me tell you something here. Tony Pollard's health means little to nothing for their season.
I mean, listen, Brandon Cook's addition was outstanding.
Yeah. And Stephon Gilmore.
Yes.
And the D lineman they drafted.
That is true.
And they're getting
All right,
Teron Smith back.
So we're moving Cowboys up to 12 and 15.
No, you leave right where it is. You leave
12-15.
that right where that is.
12-15. Wow.
Green Bay Packers.
Okay. I see. Green Bay Packers. I want to say 8-11, but I'm gonna say 4-7.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'd agree.
The Houston Texans.
4-7.
Yeah. Colts 8-11.
You think so?
We went 12-5 last year. We might have the same record. Oh, sorry. Might have the same record or 13-4. Okay.
I'm banking on the upside for Anthony Richardson.
Shout out to Nicole. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, listen, you better hope that Washington doesn't get better on offense.
What's that?
Nicole's not a fan of sports ball.
Apparently not.
All right. Sheesh. The Colts. Hopefully, Shaq Leonard can stay healthy. Hopefully, Quentin Nelson's healthy. Don't know what they're doing with Jonathan Taylor. Anthony Richardson. Ricky
I'll tell you what they're doing with Jonathan Taylor. Deion Jackson season.
Okay. So you want to just put him 4-7?
8-11.
Wow. 8-11, 4-7. I'm going with Hendo here. I think 4-7.
You haven't been making picks?
Yeah, I have. I've been going along with you guys. There's been someone I'm agreeing with. I'm sure when we get to certain teams, we're going to start arguing.
You're making picks for one team, so you know that.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
12-15.
Jacksonville, I'm going to say 8-11. If we're saying 4-7 for the Colts.
I think 8-11. I think 8-11. I think if they're a 10-win team. Kansas City Chiefs.
I mean, 16.
Are we putting up there?
If you want to separate them into tiers, then it's 16 and 17. But I mean, realistically, it's 12-15.
Okay. Los Angeles Chargers.
8-11.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, they have the pieces. They just have not put it. Brandon Staley's not a good head coach.
Wow. Disrespect.
LA Rams.
7.
4-7.
4-7. The Las Vegas Raiders.
-2.
Give them that 4-7.
Really?
Or 0-3?
-2.
Do you know how difficult it is to only win 3 games in the NFL? It's very hard.
Hendo, where should we go? 0-3?
-2. Yeah,
all Jimmy Garoppolo does is win, Hendo.
He ain't winning in training camp. I tell you that.
Devontae Adams.
So listen, you take
Josh Jacobs.
You take Jimmy Garoppolo's winning with Josh McDaniels coaching nullifies itself.
With the best running back in the league and the best wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, who might not be there?
The best wide receiver in the league.
Dolphins.
Miami is I'm gonna give them 8-11 too.
Yeah, I'm thinking high 10 to 11.
I said they get 11 wins.
Okay, we all agree there. Minnesota Vikings.
Weak division.
Raiders winning a high draft pick.
Facts. Caleb Williams time.
Minnesota Vikings. 4-7.
8-11. That division is.
That division is being run by Chicago and Detroit now.
You right.
Well, I think it's Detroit. I think it's Detroit is definitely probably the favorite.
I mean, if Justin Fields turns that corner, listen, Justin Fields now has DJ Moore, and if they turn that corner and he turns that corner, but I mean,
he has everything the Panthers wanted for themselves. All right, the New England Patriots
4-7. Terrible.
New Orleans 8-11.
Hendo?
Yeah, 8-11.
New York Giants. Where's Ferris at?
8-11.
Are we even gonna have enough to put?
Probably not.
Jets.
8-11. You anyway for Bradley?
Eagles.
I kind of wanted to say 4-7, but that's all right.
Really?
I don't
believe.
You don't believe?
I don't believe in Aaron right now.
Okay. What did they sign Dalvin Cook though?
But like I think it's close. You know, the 7. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
If they sign Dalvin Cook, that just means they're taking carries away from the more talented back in Brees Hall.
He may not be totally healthy. Wait a minute. What?
Dalvin Cook is never totally healthy, so whatever.
He was last year.
Okay.
Eagles 12-15.
12-15.
All right. Go ahead. Because y'all gonna talk shit. Go.
8-11.
Rodney. Can I get a serious
This
answer?
is no. I'm going to
8-11.
give you a serious answer. I think it's. Man, I honestly think it's 4-7.
Really?
Well, you know, I think it's more. I think it's more
7?
7-9. That's where I have them. So wherever you want to drop them in that range, it's fine.
Well, I have them 8-11. I said 11-6 was where I saw them at.
I have 9 and 8.
Yeah,
I think
9
they're going to
and 8.
have their first losing season.
All right, so
I
I'm gonna
never
go
got
ahead.
my
and
toes.
But Mike's.
I'm gonna
I
I'm
never
gonna go
done.
ahead.
Oh, never done.
Oh, no kidding. Really? Shocked that you went ahead on that one.
We didn't go 500 last season.
They can't go 500, really.
Not anymore. That's the
Not
top.
possible. No, but even then, you're not like 500 because
That is
it's
true.
a half a win.
All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Megan. Where are we putting the Hawks at?
What's going on?
Well, that's a bad division, so I'm gonna bump them up to 8-11.
They got Geno Smith as quarterback. So, oh no, he's on my fantasy squad. 8-11. Then they got Jackson Smith and Jigba.
12-15.
12-15. 0-3.
You think Tampa's going 0-3?
They have
That's
Baker Mayfield's their quarterback.
Or is he?
Kyle
'Cause
Trask.
It could be Kyle Trask.
Ain't much better.
0-3 is within reach, but more realistically, it's
4-7.
4-7.
Okay. Tennessee
He's
Titans.
only buck stranded by himself.
Tennessee Titans are 4-7,
Yeah,
and Washington. I say Washington's 8-11.
8-11.
All right. Now, obviously, we got Kansas City up here. How would you rank these 5 teams?
Rank them: Baltimore.
Cincinnati.
I
No,
think-
but
I
Philadelphia.
think Baltimore, Philly, San Francisco, Cincinnati, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Well, I feel Baltimore is here,
Wow.
here. I think it's like that.
No.
Sugarton over
Hate.
here.
Well, because they're one injury away from not.
All teams are one injury
from being
away.
here.
Oh, hold on.
All teams.
Oh, all of them. Where's Cincinnati if Joe Burrow goes down?
All right.
That's true. So actually, I got to move Cincinnati.
Where's Buffalo if Josh Allen goes down?
All right, I'll give you
Jalen Hurts.
guys.
I mean, if that's the way that you want to go, then Philly's number one because they are the most talented team
And have depth.
all around.
Okay, so I'll put it like that. Are we agreeing? Is that okay?
I would not have Buffalo ahead of Baltimore, but that's just me. But
You know, hating that should.
All right, here we go. I'm hating.
hey, Nashig indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Almost beat Cincy with last year with Huntley. Even when
Please
he
stop
went
with
up?
please stop with the almost.
They did almost.
Okay, they did almost, but it don't
All
matter.
right, I'm not gonna have us rank this whole thing.
Philadelphia
I'm not gonna-
almost won the Super Bowl.
I'm not
Okay.
gonna have us rank this whole thing, but
Not
give
the
me your
whole thing, but Dallas
top 5.
first.
No,
Dallas is easily the best team out of that group. Easily.
Carolina.
I will put Jacksonville next. And then I think Miami.
I
And
put
then
Miami
Carolina.
Before, I put Miami before the Cowboys.
so like that. Give me one more team. Cleveland.
I
Detroit.
think I'll go the Chargers there.
No, Cleveland.
Cleveland, huh?
Yeah, I think. Listen, if Deshaun Watson comes back to form, they are going to be a lot better than people expect.
He's not gonna be able to do that
Well,
without some massage parlors.
If Bosa, Mack, Derwin James,
J.C.
Rashawn
Jackson.
Slater, and all of them come back, then the Chargers are a much better team than them.
True, but even when they were there, they still lost.
But they were all hurt.
Brandon Staley.
They were all hurt though.
All right, I want to give me some dark horses out of the 8, 11, 4, 7. Give me some dark horses.
Well, I mean, since you put Dallas in there, Dallas would be a dark horse. But my actual number one dark horse out of that group, well, I'll give you the two. It's actually the two you have in last: Washington and Chicago.
Hendo?
My dark horses would be Cleveland and Chicago.
I think for me, it's Pittsburgh, Detroit.
Of course.
What?
Now, if you want to go real dark horses, in the lower teams,
Give me your 4 to 7s.
I think dark horse would be. I'll go one AFC, one NFC out of that group. I would take Green Bay and the Colts as my dark horses out of that group.
So out of that group, one for each. My dark horses would be Minnesota and the Jets.
I think Pittsburgh. I think I gotta go. I think I'm going Colts, Minnesota. Would be my 2 dark horses.
I can't with a Kirk Cousins quarterback team. Who's your dark horse in 0-3? or rather, who's your dark horse to finish 0-3?
Oh, I would say the Raiders.
Mine would probably be, and this is
Say
pretty
it,
dark for
Rodney.
them, but I think it's going to be If I had to pick one, it would be Tennessee.
Ooh. Atlanta. 0-3 would probably be Tampa Bay. And that's saying something bad for the division that they're in.
Why is it going to be like that, though?
It's not a great division. You got Carolina, then you got everybody else.
D Weezy's going with Bucks, Houston.
I think
Jeremy Miller
year.
is just going after you guys. He said Ravens above the Cowboys when y'all barely have any receivers or defense. But
They were the
understand Lamar
number
bias over
3
Dak.
defense in the league, Jeremy. What are you talking about?
Wait a minute.
And when Lamar was healthy with no receivers, they were averaging almost 26 points a game.
Wait a minute. So we're going to talk about the team that, let's just go with the last 10 years, have undoubtedly had the most talent in the NFL and has done nothing with it. Is that the team we talking about? Choke City? We talking about Choke City? Oh, okay.
And to call it bias to have Lamar over Dak, you can't find a sane person who ranks Dak Prescott ahead of Lamar Jackson, nor should you. He won MVP, and Dak Prescott practices throwing it to the other team in the playoffs.
And a regular season.
And gets called the B word by his own team.
Your quarterback
Got
led
stomped out at spring break.
your quarterback led the league in interceptions and only played 12 games. But we're biased.
Very, very biased. I'm gonna be tweeting that out as soon as we get off here.
So what happens when the Cowboys go out in the first round again? Listen, no one denies that the Cowboys have talent. Nobody denies that. Mike McCarthy is a horrible head coach. Horrible. And no, John Harbaugh is not any better.
So you just named all that talent, and then you look at Baltimore, and they don't have, or they didn't last year, have all that talent. And they were missing Lamar for however many games he missed last year, and y'all won 2 more games than them. So,
and you play in the NFC least.
Yeah, Lamar played in 12 games, and they didn't have any talent on offense, and y'all won 2 more games than them.
But there's bias, huh, Jeremy? It's okay. It's okay.
Hendo and Brian just
Can we
stop the music?
Can we stop the music now, please?
Are you getting tired?
No, it's getting annoying.
Oh, that was rude.
It was to play it for that long.
It's very soothing music.
It very is.
We talking about
You
a
know
rough
what,
and tumble
Hendo?
sport.
You know what, Hendo?
It was not that funny.
Oh, I gotta see. Panthers are more concerned with playoff wins than rings.
Is he responded?
He said, pretty
Okay.
sure since the Panthers entered the league, they've won more playoff have more playoff wins.
I
than
mean,
the
Jeremy, how many rings y'all won since Carolina have been in the league? Let me help you out. 0. You know why? Because Carolina kicks the shit out of Dallas in the playoffs every time they play them.
Ooh.
So y'all should really concern yourself with some playoff wins right about now.
Bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Who you taking?
Wow.
I'm not taking Kirk, nor am I taking Dak in the playoffs. And if they play, they're gonna play to a tie.
Taking Caleb Williams right there.
Right.
I've made Super Bowls in that span. Oof. I mean, Pittsburgh's got 2 Super Bowls, so that's all I can think. Right, Hendo, you got 2. We got 2. 2.
Stop living in the past.
Okay, your Super Bowl was 10 years ago. 11
Well,
years
how
ago
long?
now.
How long was yours?
12.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was more.
2000.
Y'all didn't win the Super Bowl the year before.
2007, right?
St. Louis
No.
won the Super Bowl the year before we did.
That was 2007?
Yeah, not 2010. It was 2010.
2010? Oh.
No, I think it was 2009.
Okay, that's even worse. Hush.
Don't tell
Shut
me
up.
to hush.
Yeah,
Rude.
like an old ass man.
Hush.
Can't stand you. Other than being excited for football coming up this week, I know Coach has a watch party for the Ravens game. Steelers play on Friday. Depending what time that game is, I might do a watch party. If not, I'll talk about it probably the next day or something. Are you guys excited about the offseason? Or sorry, not the offseason, the preseason coming up? Just to have football back, or are you going to watch any of the games?
Very excited about the preseason coming up. Getting to see Bryce Young and see how he looks. That's always, the preseason, generally speaking, is not like exciting other than, hey, football's almost back. But when you just get a new quarterback or any high profile player like that who's going to play a big role in your team, it's always exciting to be able to see them in their first action. And I'll go ahead and answer for Hendo as well. He's very excited. They got to keep that streak going. That means more to Baltimore than anything, which is why they load up on bottom of the roster guys like Shamar Bridges, like Jalen Armour-Davis, like Trayvon Mullen until his injury, like Mekhi Polk, like Melvin Gordon, so they can keep those preseason wins coming instead of getting guys like DeAndre Hopkins so they can get wins in January and February.
Yeah, that is very weird that they didn't go after DeAndre Hopkins. That's just
That man was just sitting out there talking about, hey, why don't you call me? Like him and Marcus Peters were at lunch every day. Like, oh, dude, you got EDC's number? I haven't heard from him.
How about you, Hendo? You excited for the preseason?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, like Bradley said, I don't give a damn about that preseason streak.
How many games was that?
I don't know, 26, 27, 20.
I
don't know.
You see how he knows it, but he was trying to act like you don't.
I really don't, because I could not care less. The only thing I'm excited about, like Brownie said, when you have new components, I need to see how this offense looks against other talent, because doing training camp and you going against the same players every day, you learn their tendencies. It's always that training camp hype, especially in Baltimore, where it's, oh, you see how good this guy looks? He's dominating training camp. But then when it comes to the preseason or regular season,
What a fest.
what's going on? They don't do anything. So I'm excited to see us actually compete against other teams. I need to know what they're going to do offensively.
I really, really hope they play Pat Ricard at left guard in the preseason.
I don't want to see them do
really
that.
hope to do that.
I just need to see what they're going to do as far as first team offense goes, because
Come on, man. Like, I know you don't want him to play left guard, but tell me you don't want to see that in the preseason. Come on.
I don't.
You know you want to see that.
Because then the Pat Ricard hard R hype is going to just grow even more.
What you mean it's going to grow even more? He going to get his ass run over on every play.
Oh, no. Listen, I do want him to play left guard on the 15th and 16th because we have open practices. We have joint practices with the Redskins.
Commanders.
Yep, the Redskins.
I don't know why you're so intent on using the racial slur, but that's all right, I guess.
Right? Right?
Yeah, some of your home influence.
It might be. It might be.
Did Ferris get to meet your wife?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Did she behave?
Of course she behaved. But first did kind of give her a little look like what you about to say.
And before we get out of here, let's just talk about that. You guys did have a meetup in Columbia. And it's going to be an annual one, so it's going to happen again next year.
Hey, let's not be making announcements. All right, that's not something that we've said.
I mean,
Yeah,
Hosea said it like a million
We did.
times,
We did say it.
Yeah. How did you guys enjoy it? How was it? I heard you guys talking about a little bit about it on Coach's Stream. Hendo, first start off with you. How'd you enjoy it?
It was amazing. Like just to have that amount of support from people, just to come from far and wide, just to see us and listen to what we had to say. Yeah, it was a pretty good time. The vibe was chill. Like it was just even strangers came up and kind of got into the party. It was a good time.
Awesome. What about you, Bronny? I know you're not a big people person, but
Bronny had fun. Bronny had so much fun.
It was a great time. It really was. And it was really nice to meet everybody. Like Hendo said, people came from far and wide. You know, there was somebody from California. I don't know why there weren't more people from California. But that's
one person from California.
But no, it was really great to meet everybody and get a chance to hang out. And we had a lot of fun.
Yeah, the people that wanted to be there were there.
I mean, Coach said it yesterday. It wasn't weird. Nobody was on a weird vibe. Had I been there, there would have been a fight. There would have been two people getting kicked out.
It would have been a fight.
There was a
at
fight.
the bar. At the bar, it was a fight.
Oh, yeah, the bar would have been worse, you know. Because Ronnie took off his damn beanie for y'all. Of course, it was amazing.
He sounds so
the event
bitter.
looked fun. If I was closer, I would have gone. Jeremy,
where you at, Jeremy?
I will say though, when you guys were taking pictures, I looked at the picture. There was one white guy. There was a big white guy. I was like, wait, is he in the right place?
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
What? He had the big grandpa.
Shook, stop. Shook, stop. Shook, stop. 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 Stop.
Why?
Stop. Just stop, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Stop.
What did I say?
Don't do it. Just let it go. Move on. Just move on.
I don't know why he's
man.
getting like that. No, I wasn't saying he was. I never said he was an amazing. I don't know who it was. That's why I was trying to figure out who that was. That's all I was saying. But he looked like Santa Claus. Had a big, long beard. That's what I was saying. What do you think I was going to say?
I don't know.
You usually say something inappropriate.
Yes, you do. Not this time, bro. Not this
I
time.
didn't say anything inappropriate. I just said, Ronnie, I've been waiting for you to take out that beanie for the longest. I'm happy. Let me tell you something.
Jay is so passive aggressive tonight.
That's right.
Right. Let me tell you something, Jay.
Oh, that's right. Wait a minute. That's right. That's right, Weezy. So apparently he's not white. He said Weezy, you got tint to you. So you.
Well, I didn't see Weezy in any of the pictures. I saw him in the video, but the first set of pictures I seen, I didn't see him. So I said, if you all listen to what I got to say, instead of assuming. God, Hendo is such an asshole. I can't stand it.
Feelings mutual.
Wow.
It is.
This was not the vibe at Busboys and Poets
at all. At all.
So if you're on the fence, don't let this sway you. It was a really nice time.
This is why I didn't go, because Hendo didn't want me there.
No, you didn't want to go because you had other priorities.
Yes, my children. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. I used the wrong word, not priorities. Other activities that you choose to partake in that were more important to you. Because people make time for the things that are important to them.
They do indeed.
I said I saw one person in the pictures. It was white. I did not see you in any of the pictures the first set. I saw you in the video where you're at the table chilling. just gotta explain myself to you, motherfuckers.
Language.
It's my show. I'd cuss if I want.
Here comes the
Yeah.
passive aggressive. Excuse me.
You know what?
Because fuck them, that's why.
What I say.
So I'm gonna get
Hendo.
Baldur's Gate 3 tomorrow.
What the hell is Baldur's Gate 3?
Jesus Christ, shit.
I don't know. I'm waiting for Starfield.
Never mind. Never
I'm
mind.
waiting for Starfield. You know, I played a tournament this Sunday. I was 2-0. Big Reg. Bazel was in there. I was winning. And then I went 0-3 and wanted to break my damn computer.
I don't know why you play tournaments.
Well, here's the thing. A couple months ago when I did really well and I got like 4th or something, I qualified for a tournament in October worth $2,500. So I have to keep playing. So
do you have to keep playing?
it's in October. It's in October. And when I stream, please make sure to support me in that. I want to try to win $2,500. And then I'll maybe donate. I will donate $50 to Hendo and Bronny shows.
More like 75-25 my way, right? Because like, okay,
you know what happened? You know what happened? The gas station down the street from my house, they won the California lottery right down the street.
Oh, really?
They sold the winner ticket. Yep.
Man.
Oh, no, Jay. That was who the other person I was thinking of. I couldn't think of who it was. Jay was in there. He was in there.
See how he do people, Jay?
He's so
No, I forgot.
Jay?
I forgot. I didn't forget. I couldn't remember who else was in there. But I knew there was somebody else in there. I know it was Big Reg and Bazel. My bad, Jay. My bad. All right. Before we get out of here, Mr. Hendo,
Is it?
let the people know where they can find you, find all your great content, and when your next show is going to be.
You can find me on the Rogue Pod on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I do shows on Fridays at 6 p.m. and live streams at Sundays at 8 p.m. I was going to do a live stream after this show, but it's kind of late, so
It's not late at all. Y'all should just keep it rolling.
Not gonna be able to do it. Not gonna do it.
It's not like you're going to go to bed.
That guy's not funny. Don't bring his impressions back.
I'm not gonna go to bed. I told you I have thought a fight. So yeah.
I don't know, man. See, did you actually start that already?
What game?
God
What game is it?
damn it. How are you even playing it before me?
God of War Ragnarok. Because you bought it for me. I mean, what I'm supposed, it's a gift. I'm supposed to use gifts.
How's that 3D printing going?
and this.
Did I lose my 3D printed dog tags?
And this.
Jeez.
I haven't even.
You could have just sent that to Suge.
Right?
I could have. Yeah.
So 100-0 my way.
Yeah. But also, you can find me on Electric Relaxation with Mr. Galloway. And like you said, we just did a stream for hip hop's 50th anniversary. So make sure you go check that out. We do a live stream every Tuesday. Most times we are interviewing musical guests, but sometimes, we do other things. So, check it out. Let us know how you feel about it.
Great. It was a great stream today. And actually, really, honestly, I'm not joking. It was a really good stream you guys did today. So make sure you guys check that out. Mr. Rodney from Lunch Break Hot Take, Ring Kings Pod, Old Man Gamers. Let people know where they can find you.
I don't know why you announced me like the El Matador from The Quest, but all right. You can find me.
Rodney, first of his name.
You can find me
of House
on
Lunch Break.
Hot Take, Wednesday evenings at 7:15 p.m. We do a live stream followed up by the overtime show for our patrons. You can also find me on Ring Kings Podcast, which is our boxing podcast that we do with Jose and OTR Mike. We live stream after big time events. Sorry, got a notification there. It was an important one. So usually in the middle of the night on a Saturday night, but when the monster's fighting, it'll be Tuesday morning. So just head over there and hit subscribe, turn on the notifications so you don't miss anything. What?
Jay.
Wow.
Ronnie, son of the BD Class. Any big fights coming up, Rodney? Anything you guys?
There's a big time fight coming up at the end of September, which is
Canelo versus Charlo.
Oh well, I mean, I was going to say, but all right.
You let the man finish.
Yeah, so that Canelo versus Jermell Charlo, the lighter of the twins, the undisputed champion at 154. Anthony Joshua has a fight coming up very, very soon against Robert Helenius because Dillian White failed. Better Be have had a fight, but that got postponed. So I mean, there are some events in August. It's still a pretty good month. Usyk is fighting. I cannot remember who he's fighting now. But Alexander Usyk has a fight coming up. Jared Anderson has another fight coming up as well. But the next big event is Canelo versus Jermell Charlo.
When is Tyson Fury versus Francis?
Nobody cares.
They were talking about October, I believe.
Okay.
I don't think they've actually set a date for that yet.
Okay, because there's no big UFC fights. Me and Ronnie the other day were looking at UFC fights, and it is god awful garbage coming up. Nothing good other than the Aljamain
and Sean
O'Malley fight. Other than that, there's nothing.
Yeah.
Like nothing you're excited for. So make sure to check out Ring Kings. Even though they do UFC on Lunch Break Hot Take, Ring Kings, always good stuff. I've gotten more into boxing now because of Ring Kings than I have.
Daniel Dubois, thank you, Jose.
Shout out to the other host, Jose Garcia. Shout out. Hope you're doing well today.
And Dubois is a pretty decent fighter, but he's not somebody who should seriously test Usyk. But it's still it's a fight worth watching.
When's Bivol fighting? Because that's
Bivol.
Is Canelo going to go up? After Canelo fights these three? Is he going to go up and fight Bivol again, or in between?
My assumption is that once Canelo is done with these next few fights, that he may be looking at retiring. But we'll see. I don't know. He wants the Bivol fight. I'm not sure that's something that Bivol is really interested in, considering he beat him 12-0 the first time they fought him. Despite what the judges' card said. So I'm not sure what'll happen with that. I don't know that Bivol has a fight set up right now. Let's see. Anthony Yard, possibly. But yeah, I mean, he doesn't have a big fight coming up. I think he's kind of waiting around. I think he wants Artur Beterbiev next to try and become the undisputed at 175. David Benavidez has a big fight coming up against Demetrius Andrade, which, the talk was that he was going to fight David Morrell, who only has 9 fights under his belt, but they were 9 spectacular knockouts. But he wasn't really ready for a Benavidez, I don't think. But that fell apart, and now he's fighting a very accomplished fighter in Andrade. So that's something to look forward to. We don't really have a date for that yet. They're still trying to work out the details there.
Yeah. On your show tomorrow, I'll send Jose the clip, but I really want to get his take on this.
Didn't land a single punch.
Not a single one. I want to get Mike and his take on that fight. So Jose, if you want that clip, I will send it to you so you guys can upload it. And I want to get your guys' thoughts on Combat Corner tomorrow and Lunch Break Hot Take baseball. That's what I want to see tomorrow.
I can tell you, Tim should have kept his hands up.
He fought southpaw, which I was like, oh shoot, you're a southpaw fighter. Okay, he didn't look good though.
He was probably confused. Is what he was.
There you go. All right, we're good.
Yes, sir.
We're going for the Canelo fight. We're going to a sports bar to watch it.
I mean, I don't know about that. I like watching fights in the house and stuff. And we're probably if you want to be the reason that there is no Ring King stream, then
live stream from the bar, baby.
I don't think they let you bring equipment in there and set up and everything.
Oh, absolutely they would.
Oh, I don't think they would.
if you tell them that you guys are big,
Ooh,
big
I don't know that we
yep,
get in
you-
touch with people beforehand. I think we just show up places. So, you talk to Jose and Mike about that because they make all the rankings decisions over there anyway.
Wow.
What?
Nothing. I've seen you run the show.
Nah, that's not true. I still have not received top 10 pound for pounds from some people on screen though.
You still haven't gotten that list?
Nah.
Hendo,
I'm not
Hendo,
surprised by that. What's up?
Hendo, I have seen him run a show by himself on screen alone.
I have as well.
And second, you haven't told him to turn the damn.
How'd you see it if you were having technical difficulties? And what do you mean? I don't have to tell you in turn. You turn it in when you do it.
Okay, well I'll do it. I'll do it soon then.
He's not.
I'll have it to you by tomorrow. Okay.
Ferris turn is
Well, because Ferris ain't got nothing else to do. I'm sorry.
Ferris has 25 jobs, and he flew cross country to come see us.
So is that what we're gonna do?
Put his life on the line.
But are you gonna just keep throwing that in my face?
He took his life in his hands going to Atlanta
twice.
So that's what we're gonna do. You guys just keep throwing it in my face.
I'm trying to just take some jabs to warm you up for what.
Okay, can you take my grab bag and send it to me?
Did you even have a grab bag for him?
Yeah,
because they ran out. They ran out quick.
I gotta see if we have any of the shot glasses left, so people will grab them.
You really gave out? Wow.
We didn't give out anything. We didn't get a chance. Well, yes, you got some because.
Because I got my own here in the.
And I don't know why you're asking that anyway. I know the only thing you cared about is that I sent you the leftover liquor.
You did what?
No, that I'm going to. I didn't send it yet.
To the usurper? What?
Disrespectful.
I've been watching.
Atlanta's only burning with STDs.
God damn, Jay.
You've been on it today, Jay.
Yo.
Jay is not happy.
What?
Jay is
Jay crossing lines.
All right. I will leave you guys with this.
Fuck you!